Tasha K asserted during a recent live stream that she had discussed her relationship with Cardi B with Nicki Minaj. The gossip blogger claims that she was urged to sign a non-disclosure agreement in order to conceal their chat, but she declined. It would negate the reason she went to court. Cardi, and her opinion
is, let me tell you what my issue is. When Nicki come out, she got problems with whoever she got problems with based off of industry relationships. We're not going to sit here and act like Summer Jam didn't happen.
Cardi B is straight up losing it right now because Nicki just pulled a move nobody saw coming. She allegedly paid off Tasha K's entire debt in cash. That's right, Tasha K is now back in full attack mode, and this time, she's got Nicki's blessing to do it. Cardi can't stand the fact that her biggest enemy just joined forces with the same blogger who dragged her through years of chaos. This new alliance feels personal and petty. What's making it even worse is that Cardi has been having one of her best press runs ever. Her interviews, performances, and numbers have been climbing fast. She's in her bag. But now, with Tasha K free and allegedly backed by Nicki Minaj, fans are saying it's only a matter of time before another scandalous story or leaked detail hits the internet again.
That like me and Nicki talk. No, we talk in the DM when it comes to work, but we don't talk like how we used to talk at all. And that's not the issue. The issue is, let me tell you what my issue is. When Nicki come out, she got problems with whoever she got problems with based off of industry relationships. We're not going to sit here and act like Summer Jam didn't happen.
No, it didn't happen.
And they put on a funeral for her.
Correct.
That's a ritual. That's a ritual. That's a ritual. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like that's when everything started summoning. Their entire like plan was to take her down. Which is fine. I have no doubt. She overcame that, yes. But you gotta understand, it's like accolades that should have gone to her did not go to her. They went to other people in spite of. And you got people playing in your face. And so, yeah, they were doing their thing for their promotion on this latest project and stuff like that. Oh, I'm going to outsell, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do that. And what happened? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
The streets are asking, what's Nicki really getting out of this? Did she do it out of spite, strategy, or is this all some twisted PR game? Nicki getting deep into Cardi's business isn't shocking. She's been throwing shade for years, but paying off someone who owes millions just to stir up drama, that's a wild power play. Nobody expected Nicki to arm Cardi's biggest enemy and give her the green light to talk reckless again. But the real spark that might have lit this whole feud, a fiery video Cardi dropped recently, where she looked straight into the camera and threatened to end Nicki's career.
Here's something. Tonight, I'm not listening to Am I the Drama. I'm gonna listen to some love songs tonight. Because the way I've been in Vietnam, I need to chill. And let me tell you something. I'm gonna go fucking back to Vietnam. And I'm gonna let just have their fun. Have your fun. But when I say I'm pretty and petty as hoes think they ready, they ain't ready enough. They're not ready enough. But have your fun though. I'm gonna let you have your fun. Poor thing. Twitter must be gassing them heavy, making them jump in the ring with the brim before they ready.
In the clip, Cardi claims she's sitting on multiple receipts that could ruin both Nicki Minaj and JT once and for all. Cardi didn't come to play. She sent a warning loud and clear. She told Nicki and her crew to watch what they say about her from now on, and the way she said it, you could feel the tension through the screen. Even though Cardi tried to keep her tone calm, that dangerous edge in her voice said everything. She wasn't cracking jokes. She was standing on business and letting the world know she's not backing down. That clip hit Nicki hard. People could tell Nicki felt that heat because Cardi's not known for bluffing. Fans always say, Cardi might clown around, but she never lies. So when she claimed she had solid proof that could expose Nicki and JT, everyone knew she meant every word. It was just a matter of when, not if, Cardi would drop those bombs. That's when Nicki switched up her whole game plan. Instead of going head-to-head with Cardi online, she allegedly chose to move smarter. Or sneakier, depending on how you see it. She decided to let someone else take the shots for her, and that someone was none other than Tasha K, the same blogger who's already caused Cardi major headaches in the past. But there was one problem. Tasha couldn't legally say a word about Cardi until that $4 million debt was cleared. Nicki knew that, so rumor has it, she called up her banker and handled business in cash. Wild, right? Fans are saying it's bold but not shocking. Because if there's one thing Nicki's known for, it's playing chess, not checkers. And honestly, people always felt like it was only a matter of time before she'd make a move this calculated. The tension between Cardi and Nicki has been boiling over, and these past few weeks, it's been impossible to ignore. Everywhere you look, social media, interviews, fan pages, it's pure chaos. These two have been at each other's throats for years, but lately, things have hit a whole new level. The spark this time, Nicki taking direct shots at Cardi's brand new album, Am I the Drama? Right after Cardi dropped the project, Nicki wasted no time jumping on X, formerly Twitter, to flex her own numbers. She reposted a bunch of shady posts bragging that she's still the only female rapper to sell over 100,000 units in her second week. And then, just to make sure everyone knew who she was talking about, she went on a full-blown rant. Nicki called Cardi a flop and even threatened to sue her for allegedly talking about her fertility issues, which Nicki claimed were all lies. That one post set the internet on fire. What started as a few subliminal tweets turned into a straight-up digital war. Cardi clapped back hard, telling Nicki to get over herself and focus on her child instead of the drama. Nicki fired right back, calling her every name in the book. It was messy, loud, and public, exactly what both fan bases live for. But Cardi didn't stop there. She accused Nicki of being hooked on substances and even claimed Nicki's son was suffering because of her alleged behavior. A comment that took the fight to a dark and dangerous place. Nicki didn't hold back either. She told her fans to boycott Cardi's album, calling it evil energy, and even went as far as to insult Cardi's daughter, Culture. Something fans said was completely out of line, and just when people thought it couldn't get any uglier, Cardi upped the pressure again. She threatened to leak Nicki's medical records, the same ones Nicki swore didn't exist. Cardi was done talking. She was ready to take it to the streets. She went off online, telling Nicki to drop the addy if she was really about that life. Cardi said, "Drop the addy right now, and don't go tagging the feds or the police like you did 3 months ago. Shut up." That was her final tweet before she logged off, making it crystal clear she wasn't here for keyboard battles anymore. She wanted real action. That message must have hit Nicki deep because after that, she completely spiraled on social media. She kept posting, ranting, and throwing shots, but Cardi stayed quiet, and that silence drove Nicki wild. When Nicki saw that Cardi wasn't taking the bait, she allegedly realized the only way to win was to tag team with someone who could get dirtier than her. And that's when Tasha K entered the chat. Now here's where it gets straight up shady. Tasha K didn't play it cool for even a second. The moment her debt got cleared, she hopped on Instagram grinning ear to ear, saying, "Y'all thought we wouldn't do it, but we paid every single dollar off. Now the real fun can begin." She said it loud and proud, and everyone instantly knew what fun she was hinting at. Then, just when things were heating up, Nicki reposted Tasha's announcement to her story. It didn't stay up long. She deleted it quick, but not before the internet caught screenshots. Fans started buzzing instantly because the message was loud even without words. Nicki just gave Tasha the green light. And honestly, that's the last thing Cardi needs right now. With her album rollout in full swing and her public image finally recovering, the last person she wants back on her trail is Tasha K, the same woman who once dragged her name through court for years. So for Nicki to allegedly pay off that entire $4 million debt just to unleash Tasha again, that's not just petty. That's power chess mixed with pure revenge. To really understand why this move hit so hard, you've got to remember just how ugly things got between Tasha and Cardi the first time around. Tasha K didn't just gossip, she made trashing Cardi B her full-time job. Every video, every post, every exclusive she dropped was meant to drag Cardi's name through the dirt. She spread wild rumors, said some truly disgusting things about Cardi and her family, and even when she was called out, she doubled down like it was all facts. But when Cardi finally took her to court, the truth came out. Tasha stood on that stand and flat out admitted she made everything up. That was the moment her mouth cost her everything. Her reputation, gone. Her peace, shattered. Her money, snatched right out from under her. Cardi didn't hold back either. She wanted every last dime. Fans still remember when Cardi hopped online and said, "Think it's a game? Trust me, I'm coming for everything. House, car, YouTube checks, all of it." And she meant it. After losing the case, Tasha tried to play it cool, posting like nothing happened, but everyone could see she was drowning. The court order had her locked tight. She couldn't even say Cardi's name again without risking jail time. So, when Nicki Minaj suddenly swooped in and allegedly cleared that entire $4 million debt, nobody saw that as an act of kindness. It was straight up strategy, because the moment that balance hit zero, Tasha got her voice back, and she wasted no time using it. Within hours, she was back online, throwing shade, dropping hints, and making it crystal clear that her silence was over. The timing was way too convenient. Nicki clears the debt, and boom, Tasha's talking reckless again. Fans aren't dumb. They connected the dots immediately. Now, the internet's saying it loud and clear. Nicki didn't just help Tasha out of debt, she unleashed her. That payment wasn't generosity, it was a calculated move. vengeance wrapped in luxury. Nicki basically handed Tasha a megaphone and said, "Go get her." And that's what makes this whole situation dangerous. It's no longer about who's richer or who's charting higher. It's about revenge, reputation, and pride. But one thing about Cardi B, she's never been the type to hide when it gets messy, and what she did next had everybody watching. If anyone thought Cardi was going to back down this time, they were dead wrong. Instead of disappearing or playing victim, Cardi came back even harder, dropping another video aimed straight at Nicki. In this clip, she made it clear she'd changed her mind. Before, she was thinking about holding back those receipts, but not anymore. She said she's done playing nice. The next thing she drops will wipe that smile right off Nicki's face. Cardi looked dead serious. No jokes, no filters, no giggles, just cold, confident energy. You could see it in her eyes. She meant every word. She wasn't bluffing, and she wasn't scared. She told Nicki, "Enjoy the laughs while you can, cause what's coming next? It's gonna end all that noise." It was pure fire, and fans were living for it. When the clip hit the internet, the comment section exploded. People were hyped up, flooding Cardi's page with messages like, "Get her, Cardi! No mercy!" and "I hope you take everything she's got." Some even dragged Tasha K again, saying, "You jumped on Nicki's bandwagon, you now pay for it." It was clear the crowd wasn't rocking with Tasha this time around. But under all the cheering and shade, a darker question started floating around. What did Tasha really agree to when Nicki cleared that $4 million? Because nobody, and I mean nobody, pays that kind of money without expecting something back. Fans are starting to believe Tasha might have signed up for something she can't handle. So now the real question is, when Nicki finally comes to collect whatever favor she's owed, will Tasha be ready to pay that price? Now here's the part that's being whispered behind closed doors. The real tea that's got everyone on edge. From the start of this whole messy feud, it was Nicki who threw the first shot. She's been making slick moves, trying to push Cardi into a corner, and doing everything to stay one step ahead. But according to some insiders, that plan is starting to backfire, because Cardi isn't backing down. She's fighting back harder than ever, and apparently, Nicki's whole team is shook. Tasha K recently hopped online claiming that Cardi's taking things to a whole other level. She said Cardi has allegedly started using witchcraft against Nicki. According to her, that's when things supposedly started falling apart for Nicki, her shows, her brand deals, her energy, everything. And get this, Tasha claims Cardi isn't even trying to hide it. She's allegedly been bragging that she did what she had to do to get ahead of Nicki in the game. But let's keep it real. Tasha K's credibility when it comes to Cardi is non-existent. This woman has lied so many times, nobody takes her words seriously anymore. Still, fans can't help but wonder if there's even a grain of truth to it. Could this feud be deeper than just music and money? Because if Cardi really is dabbling in voodoo, that means she's ready to take this beef anywhere it needs to go. Nicki might have thought clearing Tasha's debt was the ultimate power move, but it's looking more like she lit a fire she can't control. Because once Tasha starts running her mouth again, nobody knows how far she'll go or who else she'll drag into the mess. And from the way Cardi's been talking lately, it sounds like she's sitting on something big, something that could flip this whole feud upside down in one drop. So if Nicki thought she could buy silence and walk away clean, she might have just paid for her own downfall. Let me know what y'all think. Did Nicki really dig her own grave with this one? Or is Cardi the one crossing the line now? Drop your thoughts below, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe and share this video, because this drama's about to explode and you don't want to miss what's coming next.